Hey guys, it's Friday, December 9th. I'm going to do the beginning part of December a little differently this time because I've been a little off the radar. First off, I just want to say thank you so much for everybody that sent me all of the sweet comments and all of the kind words and reached out to me via private message and everything after the last video. It really means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you guys. I am doing much better. Yay, pharmaceuticals. It's a hard time of year and things just really came down hard on me, but calling my doctor was one of the best things that I could have done. So anyway, let's kind of backtrack through kind of what's happened. I have not stitched as much. I've had a lot of days where I just haven't felt like stitching or been too tired, or before, you know, I kind of started feeling more normal again, I just couldn't. So I'll show you first off how far I did get on the Battle of Hastings. I ended up having to step away from this piece because the chart is it's not hard to read, but it's odd. It's an odd chart, and there's a lot of regular stitching and then back stitching, and then you look at some of it and some things need to happen before others, so I was having to think too hard. But this is how far I got on Battle of Hastings. And this kind of gives you an idea of how big it's going to be. So there's that. One more time. Battle of Hastings. So I'll come back to that eventually. It's probably going to be 2017 before I'm able to get back to that, but that's okay. I got a really sweet gift in the mail from Lindsay. She had seen where I had shown the creepy girl that Megan had given me, and she sent me this, which is the companion piece. This is called Young Man's Fancy. Let's see, yeah, I think the original one is called Sunday Best, and this is Young Man's Fancy. My favorite part is the fact that he has a squirrel on a leash, because that's what you do with squirrels. Some other stuff, some time ago, and I've had these for a while, I just haven't shown them. I had ordered some project bags from H Cat's Crafts, like kind of a special order thing a long time ago, and she had sent them to me. This one I love. This is very Emily, and it's got a Q-snap cover that I actually have on a piece right now, so like this a lot. And then this one, which it's a little wrinkly where I've had it in my drawer. This is like a Salem Witch Trials print. Tracy has the same one. It's so cool. And then it has a Q-snap cover that goes with it as well. Love it. Love that. I got my second month's worth of hand-dyed threads from Color and Cotton. I haven't taken them out of the plastic yet, but I will show them to you in the plastic. I know she has debuted these on her Instagram, so they have been seen. They're actually really pretty. I'll get around to using those. Oh, I almost forgot. Abby sent me magnets for, actually they're stuck to this. That's funny. Abby sent me better magnets to go with the needle minder that I had gotten made with flowers for my dad's funeral. So thank you, Abby. I haven't glued them on yet just because, well, I haven't been doing much of anything. So I'll get to that though. Thank you so much. I think that's really going to solve my problem. I'm really, really, really thankful that you did that. Next I will show you, I switched to an easier piece, like something that I could just mindlessly stitch basically. And I still am not stitching every day, but I'm stitching a whole lot more. So I had gone back to Deer House, which I hadn't worked on since Stitch Mania earlier this year. This is how far I've gotten on Deer House. I started off and I was more up here, somewhere in here. So okay progress, not that bad. If you're not familiar with the piece, this is the chart. It's from Carriage House Samplings. This is a great piece if you just want to stitch. You just want to stitch and you don't want to put a lot of thought into it, and you just want methodical stitching. So I'm gonna keep working on this for a little bit. And I'll insert here pictures of my progress up until now on this piece. So there's that. Also, let's see, I have not been exercising. It's too cold. We finally got rain. We actually got a lot of rain. So, you know, that played into not going to the park either, but I'm not complaining about that because we needed the rain. Last weekend was the 1-year anniversary of Jim's quadruple bypass surgery. If you've been watching me since last year, you know that that was a complete surprise. My husband had been having some, you know, some weird symptoms and chest pains in his late 30s, and we kept pushing for tests to be done because something wasn't right. And then after he had a heart cath, like, we were in the hospital for a bypass. Like, they put him in the hospital that same day, and we spent a week in the hospital. So we're very thankful and grateful, or I'm glad my husband's still here. It was bad. So we went on a trip. You can probably hear the landscapers. And there's Norma. So we went on a trip last weekend, just a day trip. We didn't stay overnight anywhere. And just kind of a yay, Jim's still here, Jim's not dead, Jim's alive kind of trip. So I took some pictures and some video, and I will put those in here for those that care. Really high up here. That's about as close to the edge as I'm getting.
I'll hold your legs.
And I'll stand up. Little River Canyon National Preserve. So beautiful up here. We're kind of on a rock that's kind of attached, but not really. We've been out here lots, though. It hasn't gone anywhere for the 20 years I've been coming up here. Say hello, Jim.
Hello.
Little River Canyon, the falls. You used to be able to walk through right there and out over here onto the rock. This is the first time I've been out here since they've forbidden people to go past the barrier. It's really beautiful. Here's Jim. Dharma rarely shows herself on camera. So anyway, that's what we did on our trip. We had gone up to the parks and national preserves in Alabama, and one of my favorite places in the world. And just, it's so beautiful up there. It's so loud outside my house right now. I'm going to stop this video here, and I will film some more and insert some more pictures the rest of the month after this, unless I have enough to put it up in 2 weeks or 1 week. My head's still not completely in the game, so you guys bear with me. But if you do see this before Christmas, happy holidays. I hope you have a great Christmas. And if you see this afterwards, I hope it was great. And I hope that your new year was great. And thanks again for all the kind words and you guys reaching out to me. The support's been great. And bye. Hey guys, it is December the 18th. I have not filmed for just a little bit. It is Sunday here, and I had some time before Jim would be ready to eat dinner, so I wanted to show you guys some stuff. I don't think that I showed this on a previous video, and if I did, please forgive me, but I wanted to show how far I had gotten on Witch's Garden Sampler. I don't think I showed this. But so wrinkly. I'm so sorry. This is how far I had gotten. This is on a 32 count Rin by Picture This Plus. It's a really nice neutral if you've never used it. It's really lovely. There is going to be some bordering and words across the top, and I'm going to go up and around and come back and finish here, because this bottom corner, there's like this really cool tree and cemetery that is going to be my favorite part to stitch. So obviously I want to save that to last. So I'll finish up there. Hair's really growing out. Didn't do anything to it today other than wash it and just let it dry. So there's that. I still haven't been stitching as much lately. I'm finding myself stitching more on the weekends and not necessarily through the week. By the time I get home from work and it's dark, I don't know, I haven't really been feeling it, but I got a lot of stitching done this weekend. But last weekend and on Monday, you would have seen the pictures before this. I got some more done on Deer House. This is on a 32 count dill by Picture This Plus. And this green that you can see on here is DMC 500. I switched the threads and the fabric on this. This is, like I said before, a really nice kind of mindless piece to work on. Oh, and I have threads stuck to it. And I just kind of, it's nice and mindless, but I got tired of looking at that green. So I switched over to another kind of mindless piece yesterday. Pulled this out. I have not worked on this since May. I had worked on it some for Stitch Mania. I started this in 2015. Really want to get this done. This is Prairie Moon's The Red and the Black 2. This is what it's going to look like for those who may not have seen it. I've got it on my Q-snap. The top is done. It's rolled up in here. You can see the letters sticking out there. But where I was last time is I would just barely started like this bottom part from here down. So I got a lot done this weekend. I had started in on, I think I had this part of this top border done, and that was about it. It's going to be really pretty. I'm not going to do red as my other accent color. I've been toying with the idea of not necessarily an earthy green and not really a lime green, but somewhere in between, enough where it'll pop some. Oh no, I've stitched black all day long. But it's looking really nice, don't you think? And I'll show you the rest of these. I got a package from Dinkai. She's a Flosstuber, and she makes needle minders, and she's over in, I believe the package said it came from Great Britain. So I'll show you those now. This one is called The World. It's a tarot card needle minder. And I'll flip my work over so you can see the back. It's actually like a little button covered in fabric. It's not exactly the super neatest back, but she sent it really well packaged, really well packaged. There was a little note, and everything was in bubble wrap, and one of her business cards. Put that up where you guys can see. I'll try to remember to put her stuff down below. And all of the minders were like individually wrapped in this tissue paper with little stickers. Here is one of the other ones that was a tarot card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's like a, it's a wooden piece with that on top, and then like almost like a resin on top. It's really shiny and smooth. And then she's got the button back that she's covered in fabric. Really strong needle minder magnets. And then she sent me this one too, which is kind of this creepy artsy chick. Also on wood, and it's got the same kind of back. But thank you. These are really, really nice. I'm really enjoying them. I immediately put the one on my current project so I could enjoy it. That's that. It's almost Christmas. And I really don't have a lot filmed so far, so you guys are going to be watching this after Christmas. I'm going to probably upload all of this at the end of December. So there will be some more stitching pictures and footage. I'm going to try to get some type of footage or pictures from my mom getting her angel I stitched her. Maybe there'll be some stuff of me and Jim at Christmas. It feels like there's more that I need to tell you guys. It's just been super crazy with Christmas and me and work and delivering gifts to a bunch of kids and stuff this week all over the state, so it's super busy. If I think of it, I'll film again in a bit. So that's that. I've watched Flosstube all day. You guys have kept me company all Sunday, so that's fantastic. I love it. And I will probably do some more of that this evening. and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I am so out of shape. I haven't done this in a month, but it's December 28th, and I'm back at the park, enjoying it in all of its glory. I'm wearing myself out, but I'm halfway around. I jogged part of it. It's me being out of breath right now. And I'll have more to show you guys when I get home. Good morning. I'm gonna do a quick pre-work, because I got up so early this morning, video. It's December the 29th. I didn't film last night, although I did get my lazy ass up and go to the park last night, as you guys saw before this. Also got some stitching done, so I'm feeling productive again. So I'm ready. I've got my coffee. And ready to show you guys some progress and some Christmas goodies and a couple of other things. Where to start? Progress. Okay, I am determined to finish this before the year is over. This was actually something that I told myself I was going to finish in 2015, and now 2016 is almost over, and I have not finished this. So this is Prairie Moon, the red and the black 2, is out of print. I bought this when Prairie Moon was closing up, and they still had stuff on 123 Stitch. Sorry guys. But yeah, this is the red and the black 2 by Prairie Moon. I am doing this on the called for fabric, which is, it's a Lakeside Linen Vintage Autumn Gold. But they did theirs on 40 count. I'm doing mine on 32, just because that's how I roll. So, the black is completely done. I finished up the black completely and have started adding in the green. Of course, mine is the green and the black at this point. But green is much more me. I'm doing the green. I'm loving it. And hopefully we'll be done in a couple of days. If I don't finish this on Friday, I'm finishing it on New Year's Eve. It's happening. So this will be my last finish of 2016. So that's happening. And I am also going to start Earth Goddess on New Year's Day. That is the Joan Elliott piece that I've shown before. Super stoked for a new start on that. But that will be in a January video. So, next up, I want to show you guys the fruit of my husband's labor. Let me take this out. Fruit of my husband's labor, Jimmy Flosstube, took my DMC checklist, did this craziness to it, whatever his system was, and did this. And for those of you who want to know what this box is, it would help if I would turn it the right way. This is the box that holds an entire set of DMC. I got mine at Joann's with a coupon. I think I paid like $8 for it after the coupon. So you can get these on sale. I need to peel this off. This is an entire set of DMC minus like 8 colors. I had all of them but 8, and it's the 8 colors at the top of some of them at the very end, where I'm gonna have to order them from 123 Stitch because my local craft shops don't carry those newer colors. So I plan to work out of this for my projects that have DMC, so I never double up and rebuy floss again. Although with that said, There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 regular bobbin boxes over here. Not full, like entirely, but he has also organized those in order of extras. And there's these. This is what we're doing, people, when we're buying like skeins for projects when we already have them. So hopefully this is going to help me not waste so much money on DMC in 2017 as I kit up projects that I already have the floss for. Super excited about that. I also, hold on. My local grocery store still has some pumpkin spice creamer, so I'm enjoying every last drop and will buy some more until they're out of stock. It's my favorite time of year for coffee. I also really need to dye my hair, guys. Next time you see me, I'm going to have taken care of that. And also, let me know your opinion. So this is growing out the pixie. It looks kind of flat and lifeless in the back right now. I'm thinking about cutting the back of it and bobbing it off already. Thoughts? Yes? No? Cut off the party in the back? Or leave the party in the back for a little bit longer? Let me know. I'm very undecided. And when I say I'm thinking about cutting it off, I'm thinking about handing my husband scissors. I got a gift in the mail. It was such a generous gift. I'm hesitant to tell you who it's from because I'm not sure if she would want people to know. So if you're the person that gave this to me and you don't mind, let me know and I'll put that in another video. But I got this in the mail. She had asked me for my address and said she just had a piece of fabric she wanted to send me. You know, I've switched up fabric with people before. They get something in fabric of the month and it's not their style, but they think it's my style. So I thought that's probably what happened. I got this out of the mailbox the day that Jim and I, like the day before Christmas Eve when we were going up to my mom's. And, or maybe it was Christmas Eve. I got it out as we were on our way up there, opened it in the car, and I almost cried. It was so generous and just over the top, but I'm super stoked. I got, I'll cover up the name, all of these wonderful minders. These are fantastic. I particularly like this one. And this one. I love all of these. Queen of Halloween, yes please. And then this stack of fabric. Number one, this is Lugana, which I'm excited about because I've never bought Lugana and stitched on it before. But I look at you guys stitching on it and I think that it just looks nice. It just looks nice. And it's all Picture This Plus, which you guys know I'm obsessed with. So this is a 32 count Lugana in Ancient, which I have stitched on in linen, but never in Lugana. And this is a 32 count Lugana in Cauldron, which I've stitched on in linen. This is Ale, which is 100% one of my favorites, but I've never stitched on it in Lugana. I mean, I'm just stoked. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for this. This one is Earthen. Yeah, that's not it, guys. It's not it. This is Murky. Ugh, Murky is one of my favorite fabrics ever, 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 ever. In fact, a linen cut of Murky is what I'm stitching Earth Goddess on. It's just, it is a gorgeous, moody fabric. And we know I love me some moody fabrics. So, last but not least, some 32 count Lugana gingerbread. I'm just I am blown away by the generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It came right at Christmas, and I don't know. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hold, please. Gotta get my... I've switched to decaf as well, which I'm sure is hard to imagine that I'm just drinking decaf and am like this. When the anxiety ramped up, like my anxiety was here, and I would drink coffee, and it would go here. Ain't nobody got time for that. I was like, I would drink coffee at work, and I would feel like crawling under my desk. So we're drinking decaf for a while. I will probably switch back, but not anytime in the near future, because I'm enjoying feeling sane. Sanity is a plus. Go pharmaceuticals. Something my brother, he didn't really give it to me. He's loaning it to me. This is not stitching related, but I'm going to throw this in before I get to the stuff that Jim got me for Christmas that is stitching related. So on Friday, which is when we did our family Christmas, that is the 23rd. My brother got there early like Jim and I did because we came early to help my mom because she is recovering great with her broken arm. She is using it. She can lift 10 pounds with it. She's in physical therapy. She's still like, she has trouble bending it like any further back than like there. But she can do this, but she can't like do that. It's not happening yet. She's got to get all that movement back, but she's working on it. And she can't lift. So a lot of the stuff like she made dough for yeast rolls, and I rolled them out and cut them because that motion was just something that I didn't feel like her wrist needed to be doing it. But my brother knows that I've kind of lost my reading bug, if that's a thing. And he knows I'm really into true crime and horror and all of that stuff. So he had read this book, told me it was fantastic, and that I should read it. I know, a lot of you guys probably wouldn't be into this, and we're going to see if I'm into it, but my brother swears that it's fantastic. So it's supposed to just kind of clear up any questions that there ever was about the whole Jimmy Hoffa thing. I Heard You Paint Houses. It's a true crime novel. And for those of you who were like me, who were like, oh, he paints houses? That's you know, a nice blue-collar trade. No, apparently I Heard You Paint Houses is, I heard, like a euphemism for murder and you splatter blood on walls. I had no idea. I live like this, and I had no idea that that's what that meant. The things you learn. Oh, first, before we get to what my husband got me for Christmas, I gave my mom the angel. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not film it. There was so much going on, and people opening gifts and people doing stuff, and I was on the other side of the room, and it felt weird to film it. Like, it almost felt like, and I mean no offense to this, but it felt like I was making public this very intimate thing, like between me and my mom. Hopefully you guys get that. But there was a picture that was taken, and I will insert that here. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. Every time I have talked to my mom since she opened it, she has brought it up. That day after everyone left, my husband and I tend to stay later because we're really low key and we just hang out with my mom. There's Dharma. And she was like, I know how much work you put into that. I know how long you worked on that. And she was like, I'm amazed, and it's beautiful, and I love it, and I'm going to cherish it. And then she got really weird, and she was like, when I die, this goes back to you because you put so much love into it. And I was like, Mom, don't be weird. You're not dying anytime soon. That's the plan anyway. But she absolutely loved it, and she's brought it up several times. When I was talking to her yesterday on the phone, she said, I'm trying to decide where to hang it. I thought about here, and this place, and that place. She said, but I'm trying to figure out where I will see it the most. So I think she really loves it. And then I think it kind of got her back into the idea of stitching, because she also said that after her physical therapy, she had gone by the Hobby Lobby in the town where her physical therapy is and looked through the kits and found one that she wants to do. So she's like, I think I'm going to go back and get it. I think I'm going to go back with a coupon and get it. So I'm totally encouraging that, because how awesome would it be to stitch with my mom? She loved it, and I'm super happy and stoked, and it's great. For those of you who might be new and watching my videos, I'll insert a picture of what the finished piece looked like here. I worked on that from December 1st of 2015 until I think I finished it at the very end of September. And I rotate, I worked on different stuff, but I always worked on that piece for at least and Dharma is really yelling. She's trying to get into the coat closet. There's nothing in the coat closet that she needs, but she's obsessed with it. But I worked on it for like a week, a month, at least, sometimes more. So there was a lot of time and love put into this. Honey, come here. Come here. Come here. You're taking over the video. So there's that. And now on to what my husband got me for Christmas that's Stitchy related. He put a couple of basics in my stocking, a couple of hand-dyeds, some bobbins, and then he bought me this. This is a monthly series that the Cottage Garden did, but there was only one of them that I really liked and had on my wish list. It's October's Marigold. Of course, it's the kind of creepy one. I don't know why. I really liked this. I'll probably do it on a darker fabric. And he bought me the weeks to go with it. This is one that you all have seen, but he knew that I was kind of coveting it as everyone else was stitching it. Oh. And he bought me the weeks to go with it. So, I mean, maybe I'll start this in Mania. I don't know. I mean, I have it now. And if I want to stitch it on ale, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've got a lot of ale, but I probably want to mix it up. You guys know I have issues with stitching things on the fabric that it's called for, unless it's just to die for. He got me this because he knows that deep in my heart somewhere, there is an urge to one day design, and that I love to change colors. So he got me this, which has the actual thread in it. How awesome is this? Hold on. It's so great. As I open it up, and we'll never be able to get it back together again. This, I thought, was super cool. And he bought me 2 pieces of fabric. He bought me a piece of Picture This Plus barnwood and 32 count linen, which looks really brown on camera, but in person it's like shale. It looks very purple. Whatever, I'm gonna stitch something on it. Maybe not what I had originally thought I would use barnwood for one day, but something. And he bought me a piece of blue spruce, which is the piece that is called Dharma, which is the piece that is called for on one section of the Barbara Anna Brave New, I think it's Brave New World series that comes in 5 parts. But I loved how much, I'm trying to remember who it was. I'm not going to guess. How much one person's section looked on this, that I thought that when I do that, I might want to do the entire piece on it. I just think it looked beautiful. The colors just popped and it gave this like moody but like lively blue background. Are you guys ready for the piece de resistance? My husband teamed up with you guys and gave me something that I thought I would never buy myself. You guys gave some great suggestions. He shared some of them with me after Christmas, and there was some very, very Emily suggestions on there that were awesome. But apparently, a couple of people suggested this, and then he teamed up with a couple of them who helped him do it. And they were like, I mean, all this stuff is great, Jim, but if you really want to blow her socks off, this is what you get. He bought me a freaking chatelaine. So he printed off the chart, which is what all of this is. And then here's a flash drive where I can, like you need to, zoom in to do pieces of it. He bought me one that I had decided was one I really wanted to do. It's the Medieval Cloister Herbularius. I'll insert a picture of what that looks like here. The reason I like this one so much is it's multiple reasons. It has a ton of green, which is my favorite color. It is not identical on all of the sides completely. Like the herbs are different on all the sides and the little squares are different in all the corners. So I feel like I wouldn't get as burnt out doing the same thing over and over as much with this, because it does have a little bit of variety while still maintaining that lovely symmetry that we love so much in chatelaines. Also, the herb part of it is very me. Like, oh, that's another thing he got me, is this essential oil diffuser that you might hear over on the side. I'm really into stuff like that, and it has kind of a witchy feel to it. So I love it. So he got the chart. He didn't get the fabric because he knew I would want to pick that. And he ordered from European Cross Stitch and got all the threads and everything. I don't have those yet. He was really disappointed. He said he was waiting on those to come in. He ordered it at the beginning of November and they weren't in by Christmas. So I don't care. To me, that spreads Christmas out past Christmas. So it's still not here yet. I know I'm going to open that with you guys like some giddy schoolgirl when it comes in. I'm so excited. Like, I always thought I would like to do a chatelaine, but then the price of them kind of kept me away because I was like, what if I don't like it? What if it's too much? But now that I have my grasp on one, it's all I can think about. It's all I want to do. I'm super excited. I don't know when I'll start it. I've been chatting with Stitchy Mom on Instagram because she has this one too and hasn't started it yet. So I think that would be really fun for the two of us to start it together. So like, since this is my first one, if I have some problems, I'll have somebody with the exact same chart who's kind of got my back. Thanks. And we can move forward that way. So quit trying to kill your sister. So rude. Buster. Since he's the oldest, he gets kind of grumpy with her sometimes because even though she's, gosh, she's not a kitten anymore, but she's still, because she's the baby, acts like a kitten. She hasn't been you know, grizzled yet with someone younger than her, annoying the heck out of her. But Buster has, so he tries to murder her. She's sneaking up on him. This is going to go badly. No, he saw her. She went the other way. So yes, chatelaine. I have a fat half of course, ale that I'm thinking about using for this, because I really feel like it would be a beautiful neutral and those colors would pop on it and it wouldn't take away from the beauty of the piece. It would add to it. I've seen this piece stitched on not something quite as dark as ale, but like a light brown, and I loved it. I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it looked better than it on white or antique white. The only thing is the fat half, because this is 333 stitches by 333 stitches. You need, in order to have a 3-inch margin on all sides, you need a 27.5 by 27.5 piece of fabric. And a fat half is 26. So that's going to take 3/4 of an inch off of each side, from it being 3 inches on each side, if I'm doing math correctly in my head. I think I'm going to do it because I have that piece, and I'll just be really careful where I start and measure out, because it's kind of, I don't want to buy a whole yard of ale when I already have a fat half. Give me your thoughts down below, because I don't have my threads yet. I'm not starting this yet. And I'm not a person who likes matting my pieces, so I think when I frame it, it'll go in a decorative dark wood frame with the edge of the chatelaine up against the frame almost. So I don't think that me having huge borders is going to be a big deal at all. But let me know your thoughts. But don't be offended if you say I shouldn't do it and I do it anyway. I think that's it, guys, and my butt should probably get to work. So I am going to finish my coffee. Oh, and one last thing. Crystal, Fiber Artsy. Every time I wear this sweater, I think of you. It reminds me of you. Like, it has that very vintagey feel to it. It's like girly, but like vintage, and it reminds me of your house. But it's, to me, it feels very like 70s girly, which is why I like it. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy it. It makes me think of you. Okay, hopefully there will be a couple more things after this before I wrap this up to upload Saturday. Bye, guys. Hope you had a great holiday. Merry Christmas, New Year's, whatever you celebrate, and that your 2017 is better than 2016. Hey, guys. Oh, let me tilt this a little.
That'll be edited.
No, it won't. It is New Year's Eve.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, and we're getting ready to go to bed. So
And not the yay bed, the good night bed.
So we're wanting to wrap this up, get it edited and uploaded. So I have a few things that I want to share, and then Jim has something that he wants to say. So first up, I got another finish in for 2016. I finished the Red and the Black 2 by Prairie Moon, changing out the red for green. Thank you, Vanna. It's beautiful. So that's done. I went through and compiled an image of all of my finishes from 2016, and I'm going to insert that here.
Ooh,
That was nice,
that was
wasn't it?
special.
That was really great. What was your favorite?
The angel. What do you call it?
The Angel of Love.
Yeah, okay, Angel of Love.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. Your mom loved it. It was incredible. I love my heart too.
Yep. Jim's anniversary present, the heart. My favorite was the monkey. I love Josephine.
My wife loves some monkeys. Doesn't say a lot about me, does it?
Today I didn't start anything new, but I pulled out an older piece and was trying to do some more work on it. So this is the Bird Keeper by The Good Housewife. I did some more work on it today, put in some more dark on this tree, and added some in here. Where you at, Vanna?
Ah.
Thank you. I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do tonight?
What did we do tonight? We watched a horrible movie.
Yeah, we watched the new Ghostbusters.
But more importantly, I sat down on the couch and kicked up a smell that I'm not really too sure what it is or where it came from.
Yeah, Jim's been sitting on that side of the couch all evening, so that smell was kicked up just from him.
I blame Chinese food.
Yeah. For 2 people.
I'm gonna open this up and the fortune's gonna say, "Oh, what you sitting round eye?"
That was horribly racist. Horribly racist. We ate this much Chinese food between 2 people tonight.
Yeah.
You know when they give you more than 2 fortune cookies, you've ordered too much.
Right. There must be like 30 of these people. They just keep giving them cookies.
Yeah. But you had something you wanted to say.
I wanted to thank everyone for sending in their ideas for Emily's wonderful Christmas idea, and a lot of them were just like amazingly good. Some of them were horrible. I don't know where you guys were coming from with some of them. Like,
he's kidding.
But
they were all good.
They were all really good. Yeah, they were. They were all really good. There were a lot of them that I looked at that I would have picked out for her myself if I was more into like knowing patterns and stuff like that. But yeah, it was excellent. Thank you very much. She absolutely loved
it.
The actual the final,
which isn't
winner.
all here yet.
No, I was told to order it early because it takes a while to get here, and they weren't lying. It's been over 2 months.
Letitia told you that, right?
Yeah. Letitia helped me a lot with actually getting everything together.
And Megan.
And Megan helped me a bunch also, helping me.
Thanks, guys.
Get the threads that weren't going to come with the order.
Yeah, and the package that's held up is the European cross-stitch order.
Which is deceiving, because apparently that comes from Tennessee.
He was like, you mean it doesn't come from Europe? That's not why it's taking so long?
That was the thing. I was like, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's coming from Europe somewhere. It's got to be like Holland. Those Dutch people, they, busy making wooden shoes. They don't have time to get their cross-stitch together and out the door.
Darling Bluebell is going to totally take offense to that.
Are they German, aren't they? Didn't you say it was German?
What?
Didn't you say Chatelaine was German?
The lady that does the Chatelaines, she is German, I believe.
Well, we better shut up. We don't want to make the Germans angry.
But you totally probably just offended Darling Bluebell. She is from Holland.
Oh, really?
And she is one of my favorite Flosstubers.
Ah, wow.
Say you're sorry.
Fjord. I don't know if that's a word or not. But...
That's what I live with, people.
So I was giving them the benefit
offense.
of the doubt, thinking, okay, it's going to take a while to get here. It's got to cross the ocean, but really, it has to go over like one state, like one border is really all it had to go, and it's still not here. So.
But what takes so long is they order everything in and like give you only exactly what you need, and they package it beautifully, and it's going to come, and you're going to go, ooh,
that's nice.
Ah.
Good.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know. I bet you're more excited than me.
The funny thing is, it's not even coming here. It's going to my brother's house, so he'll get it, and he'll be like, "Oh, we got package from the Germans. I'm not opening that."
It's not coming from Germany. He sends all of my Christmas presents that he orders now across the street, basically, to his brother's house, so it won't come here, and I'll be like, 1, 2, 3, Stitch.
Yeah.
This is for me.
Yeah.
Or Lush.
Lush.
This is for me.
But there were a lot of amazing submissions from everybody. It was next year I'm just gonna come right to you guys and be like, here's my credit card number. Everybody just pick something out and send it over to my brother's house and put something really offensive on the box so him and his family wonder what it is that we're getting.
They have small children. Don't do that.
No, do that. I already got them a birthday card that swore.
That was complete accident.
But we'll talk about that in another
Yeah, that'll
video.
be another video. All right, well, we are going to wrap this up. Happy New Year. Merry belated Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Happy past Kwanzaa.
My tongue!
Bye.